Hi, I am Roland and I am the extreme digital nomad. I write code, always and everywhere. Welcome to episode 2 of the Augmented Software Engineering Podcast. Please read the blog post that is in the description to understand what this is all about. In the last episode, we learned how to fix tests and how to add more tests. In this episode, we will take a quick break from using GitHub Copilot and will start to think and talk about what we expect from the AI and the tooling around it. Let's get started. Let's recap. What are the main functions and features we are looking for to augment the capabilities of the software engineer of the future? From my point of view, it comes down to the following list. First, we need a chat to do our research. This is a pair programming buddy to discuss the problem and find possible solutions for the given problem. We obviously already do this today. We use Google and Stack Overflow to find out if other people have solved the problem before and how. The LLM chat is just a Google search or Stack Overflow search on steroids that presents itself with a better experience, because we use natural language for the questions and the answers. The chat session also keeps and builds more context with every question we ask, means with the fifth prompt the answers become better and better. Next, we want to generate code. Sometimes we only want to see some code as an inspiration or a refresher on how to do something. In other cases, we look for short snippets of code that we can cut and paste into our implementation, and lastly, if the situation allows it, sometimes we can ask for full implementations or at least starting points or skeletons of an implementation for a given problem. We can then obviously also ask to create the unit tests for the implementation. Personally, I think this is not a good idea. We somehow need to find a way to stay in control of the system we built. Have an LLM generate the implementation and the test creates a bigger than necessary risk that the code will not necessarily do what you think the code is doing. For me, one good way to mitigate this risk is to start at the end and go all in on test-driven design. Means we start with the test cases and then use the AI to assist us with the implementation. That way we always at least have control of the tests. To me, this feels like we own the right part of the contract. From a user experience point of view, we are looking for 3 ways to get our hands on the generated code. First, it must be easy to apply generated code from the chat to the codebase. Second, it should be possible to ask questions and generate code inline. And last, we are looking to just use code completion, where we type the beginning of a line or block of code and the LLM completes the line or block. One other big use case is fixing errors. Means we are looking for a way to give error messages to the AI, and the AI will make suggestions how to fix these errors, and in the best case also apply the suggest changes to the code until the code compiles. The next step would be that the code compiles but some of the tests fail. And again, we are looking for the AI to analyze why the tests are failing and make a suggestion how to fix the failing tests. Note, my experience is that the AIs have a tendency to conclude that the test is wrong and fix the testing code. In some cases, this will be the right course of action, but there are also cases where the test is right and the code under test needs to get fixed. For these cases, you probably need to prompt the AI to do the right thing. Means you specifically need to tell the AI that the test is correct and ask the AI to fix the code under test. Next, we can and want to use the AI as an assistant to help us learn a codebase. This can be as simple as asking what a line of code or a block of code is doing. But it can also become much more elaborate. You can obviously look at the codebase file by file, but you can then also start to reason about the entire system. One interesting way to close the loop on the learning experience would be to ask the AI to generate a multiple choice test on the codebase you want to learn and see how many answers you will get right. Last but not least, you can ask the AI to create comments and larger blocks of documentation. I am not a big fan of this feature. First of all, the generated comments have a tendency to describe what the code is doing. That should be obvious from the code. Refactoring the code might be a better option. If there are comments in the code, they should explain why the code is doing what the code is doing. And that is hard for the AI to figure out. Next, the generated comments and the generated documentation is redundant, means every time the code changes the comments and the documentation need to be updated. That is hard. I think it is better to use comments sparingly and if you document something to focus on the why and to use the explain feature to understand what a piece of code is doing. Have the AI explain code to you as an ad hoc, up-to-date comment that is guaranteed to be current and right. That's it for today. This time we did not do any live coding, but we understand now much better what we actually expect from an AI-assisted software development experience. Next time we will talk about the importance of the context. See you next time and don't forget to like and subscribe.